and so on. So there are basically 4 records in my account holders table. Similarly, there is another table which is called a loan table. So if I am considering this loan table, that loan table is this loan table will be having a set of columns like, say, account number, again name, say for example balance, and date of loan opening. So these are going to be having same type of attributes. The attributes may not have same name, but they are basically having same set of attributes. And this, say for example, this one is having a set of records like say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1765, and then say 3, 4, 6, 2, and so on. So we can see 2 of the records are matching. So when you are going to use union, so that union will not repeat 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1765 twice. Though they are present in both the tables, but my result set will contain only the records of 1, 2, 3, 4 once, then 1765 also once, and then 1564, and then 1345, and 3462. So these are going to be there in my result set. So for these, we can say that the repeated ones are being eliminated. So this is what we call union. In the other hand, union all will just repeat. If some records are repeated in 2 different tables, then if I go to perform a union operation, then union all will include the redundant values as well in the result set. So the set operator guidelines, there are few guidelines for set operator, as in, one second. The set operator guidelines. The expressions in the select list must match in numbers. That means if the first you are going to select, say for example, just let me show you one example. You will be writing in this way: select first name from employees, and then you have to write union, then you have to write the second query like this: select, say, let me check one more table. To have department name, say for example, just to check it, I am writing, say, department name. From departments. You can see they are actually going to include the department names as along with what? Along with my first names of my employees. So you can see that the select statement is having the list of attributes. So the list of attribute or the number of attribute has to be same. Say select first name. So first name is only one attribute present here, and the second statement is also having one attribute present in the select clause, that is the department name. So that is why, though this is this is going to have no meaning, but still just to show you one example how to write these queries for these set operations, I wanted to show you. And say for example, when you have to write union all, here union all is not going to make any difference because city name, or sorry, department names and first name by any means. But say for example, if there are some records which are having same name, then it will include those records multiple times. That means as many number of times they are present in that record set. So then the data type of each column in the second query must match data type of its corresponding column in the first query. Parentheses can be used to alter the sequence of execution. Order by clause can appear only at the very end of the statement. That means individual select statement will not be allowed. Yes, Darshan, happy Teachers Day. I have seen you to log in and log out twice. So I thought that you left it just because the session was not open and that the session was not started. Let me check 1 second who are present. Savanti is also present. Savanti, very happy Teachers Day. Okay, so now order by clause, what I was talking about, that order by clause cannot be added where the order by clause cannot be added at the end of individual select statements. Rather, it can be added only at the end of the complete select statements and that union operation. So duplicate rows are automatically eliminated except in union all. If you are using union all, then the duplicate record set will be there. Column names from the first query appear in the result. So only the column names that you are specifying in the first select statement will be there in your result. The output stored in ascending order by default except in union all. So this is another important characteristic, that is the output that it is going to generate will be in ascending order by default except union all. If you are using union all, then there will be no such sorted ordering. So we are going to use mostly two tables. One is employees table, another one is job history table. So just let me show you what is that job history table all about. So you can see this one is also having employee ID, start date, end date, job ID and department ID. So basically that employee ID is going to be same as the employee ID in the employees table. So from here this job history table is going to keep a record of the employees who have joined and probably left the organization. So for them, we are going to store start date, end date, and their job ID and their department ID. So here, as we can see that both the tables, employees table and this job history table, both of them are having some set of common columns or attributes. So that is why these two tables are going to be used. Okay. So as you can see, this example is showing what is union operation. So document camera, please. So if this one is my employees table and this one is my job history table. So this is going to be my employees table. This is going to be my job history table. So now, if there are some employees who are working here and maybe all of them have not been updated here in job history table. So if I want to find out who are the employees for whom there is no record in the job history table, then I need to, so if I want to find out all the employees who have been working here or who are currently working here, what we need to do? We need to consider this part first. part as well, and then we have to consider this part only once. We have to consider this part only once. So that is what union is all about. So after that, you can see one example where they are saying to select employee ID, job ID from employees. So these are two common columns present in both the tables. Union, select employee ID, job ID from job history table. So it is going to show you what? Display the current and previous job details for all the employees. Whoever is left, whoever is still working. So for all of them, we are going to show that the total complete list of the employees. So as you can see in this one, select employee ID, job ID from employees is a complete independent statement which will actually return you a set of values. So on basis of that, we are going to apply union operation with another independent statement, which is select employee ID, job ID from job history. So both the queries or the statements are having employee ID and job ID in their select clause. And obviously they are going to retrieve their result from two different tables, but as the result sets are having same set of columns with same data type, so that is why one union operation can be applied on them. So now union all. Union all is what? Union all will just repeat. If you are writing union all, you can see that the job ID, though the job ID is repeating, then also it is including that job ID. So that is why all the remaining parts are same. Employee ID, job ID, department ID from employees, but union all is just going to include the repetitive records for the employees as well. So this is the difference between union and union all. Darshan, let me execute the example which is written there in the slide. I hope that will do. See this example where employee ID and job ID, these both are present. So only see, you can see that employee IDs and job IDs. But here you may ask, sir, employee IDs are being repeated, and you can ask, sir, employee ID see 101, 101 is being repeated, and you can see, sir, job ID is also being repeated, as you said that these are not supposed to get repeated. But I can say one thing, that the combination of these two, 101 account, 101 account manager or AC manager, whatever. So this combination is not repeated. But in case of union all, even if the combination is repeating, then also it will give you that repeated combination. So that is the difference between union and union all. So now come to the point of intersection. Intersection is what? Say for example, few of your students are using Android phone. Few of your students are using iPhone as well as one Android phone. So though you want to find out the common set who are using Android phones only, like they are having, I'm sorry, say for example, one example, let me like this. One set is there and that set is using Android phone, and another set is there who are using iPhone. But here a document camera, please, just 1 second. डॉक्यूमेंट कैमरा दियो. Say for example, there is one set who are using only Android mobiles. There is another set who are using iPhones. Fine. So there can be a subset who are using both Android as well as iPhone. So there will be an intersecting part for which both Android and iPhone both are applicable. So that is what we call intersection. So just look at the example, look at this Venn diagram. Slide. So look at this. So this Venn diagram is having the intersect is showing you how intersect operator works. Here you can see this yellow region is basically the intersection part. If this one is for your smartphone and this one is for your iPhone, so those who are using both iPhone and iPhone and Android phone. So one intersect operation, select employee ID, job ID from employees. Fine, intersect, select employee ID, job ID from job history. That means you are going to find out the employees for which records are present there in both the tables, in job employees table as well as in job history table. You can see only two employees are there for whom the records are present there in both. So the next one is minus operator. Darshan, I'll expect you to give me one reply response regarding what do you mean by this minus operator? Moving the duplicate column from both the table. Just let me show you an example. Let me show you an example and then you try to explain once again. Say for example, one table is having one table